Hey guys, I want to take a second to thank Comfort Pro. Since 2001, Comfort Pro has been helping customers stay comfortable where they live, work, and play. They stand behind their work with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. They have 24/7 emergency service, and if you mention the show, you receive a free watchdog maintenance plan for 1 year. Call Comfort Pro at 484-917-1803. 484-917-1803. That's Comfort Pro. All right, buddy?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is going to be a good one, Hugo.
The Brad Weisman Show. Real people, real life, and everything in between.
So what do your kids think of this?
Oh, they are so embarrassed.
I'm not here for the money, but I'll still take it. Take it.
Unfiltered conversations with the people shaping our world.
Because you're judging yourself by your intentions, they're judging you by your actions.
Exactly right.
You know, my wife said to me, you go to work and you give everyone the Mitchell buffet, and you come home and you give me the scraps.
And now, your host, Brad Weisman.
All right. We are right now recording the 300th episode of the show.
300.
300. Congratulations,
Wow,
Hugo.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
How many years is that?
Well, April of 2020.
Yeah,
April. So it
that's
started,
crazy.
it was COVID, it was COVID time. And I just started this thing, out of nowhere just because I was bored. And it became this show. And obviously at the beginning, it was Real Estate and You was the name of the show.
Yeah.
And first off, I just want to thank everybody out there who listens to the show. And I'm always amazed when I talk to people that I see somewhere out and about that there are people that are listening every single time.
They tell you when they see you.
They tell you, and it blows my mind because what's funny about it, what we do here, we have no idea.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like a concert where you go out and sing and you see all the people and you can react and you get that energy from the people.
Yeah.
We get an energy from the camera.
Yeah.
And we're just hoping that somebody's there. So it is very interesting that we produce this show every week, and you don't really know exactly how many people are listening. Now, and you can look at all the things on Instagram and YouTube and all those things like that. But, it's I guess sometimes you don't know if it's real,
Yeah.
So when I'm out and about, what I was saying is I will see somebody and they're, Brad, hey, by the way, love the podcast, love what you guys are doing, all that stuff. And listen to every show. The lady that actually is cleans our house from time to time, she loves the show. She talks about it every time I see her, she talks about the show.
All right.
So it's just cool to know that. And I have a lot of friends that watch the show and listen to the show. But we might have a few surprise call-ins.
All right.
Just so you know.
All right.
And if we do, we will take those calls right away, and hopefully it'll be nice. Somebody will be just saying congratulations, or hopefully not gonna be heckling us like, hey, stop, you're horrible at what you do. But and I appreciate you. You are here all the time. You're making sure everything is set up, and the quality is amazing. You're always also great to bounce ideas off of. I mean, I think a lot of people maybe just think you're in here doing the video and stuff, but there's so many times you and I meet and talk about what's the next direction. What are we going to do here? What do you think of this? What about the quality?
Yeah.
We don't just sit there and go, oh, this is the show.
Mm-hmm. Was there a point where you thought about giving up?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Yes. I mean, I think I'd be lying if I said no, because I think it's like anything. There's times where you second guess yourself and go, what am I doing this for? And then when I do it, especially now, I think because of the changes we've made with Real Estate and You becoming now the Brad Weisman Show, and kind of really, it's not a real estate show at all anymore. It's more about leadership and people and stories and curiosity and thought leadership, things like that. So it really became more fulfilling for me too. And I'm probably for you too. Cause don't you think the guests, I mean, sometimes you just sit there and you're like mesmerized.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And it's, all the knowledge that you get from the guests, but also the ones that are here, you get to meet them, you get to shake their hand, see what happened with the juice though. We went to, we went to,
she was amazing.
Yeah. To Philly there. Yeah. We got to hang out.
The opportunity we had there was incredible.
Yeah.
We would have never been in that situation if it wasn't for her coming here and actually visiting the studio. She was the one that kind of broke the ice too.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Like where we were like, wait a minute. She came to the studio. Why won't others come to the studio?
Right.
And she kind of broke the ice, and she kind of paved the way for you and I saying, let's do more in studio. We got a hell of a studio here. And I think we kind of maybe underestimate what we have, but why don't you go through some of the stats?
Yes, we were talking before we started the show about some of the stats of the podcasting
we got our
industry.
wait just in time.
Who is it?
We have somebody. Oh, here we go. Hello, this is Brad.
Hey.
And you're on the air.
Okay.
Who's this? Huh?
Is this somebody heckling us?
No.
No.
Congratulations, Dad, on 300 episodes.
Thank you, buddy. This is Carson.
Is that Carson?
Yes, it's Carson.
All
He's
right.
thanking
Hey,
us.
Carson.
Made it very far.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, buddy. Did you hear Hugo saying hello?
Oh, hi.
Hi. When are you coming on the podcast, Carson?
Maybe if we do another Christmas special.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to bring your passions and tell us what you're working on.
Do you think that was a hint there? Just in case we do another Christmas
That's
show?
right.
Man, that's awesome, buddy. I appreciate you calling in, and keep listening to the show, okay?
Oh, no. Hey, take care of your phone now that you have a phone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He said take care of your phone.
Yeah.
All righty.
That's awesome. All right, buddy.
See ya.
We'll see you later tonight, okay?
All right.
Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.
Man,
Yep. Bye.
Carson has a phone now.
There we go. Our first call-in. I told you there was a good possibility we'd have some call-ins.
Yeah.
So
I thought he was going to sing happy birthday to you for a bit.
that's pretty funny.
Man.
But yeah, so let's talk about the whole longevity is the word I'm trying to think of podcast. You asked the question, and then you said, find some stats on that.
Yeah.
And I did. So why don't you read off some of the stats?
Yeah, and I think that for those of you listening, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, this is just something to encourage you and, to...
And not get discouraged.
Yes, not to discouraged, but, once you pass these milestones here, you're just up, down the hill, like they say, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You're on a roll, 7-week episode mark. It says it is well known in the industry statistic that most new podcasts quit right around the 7th episode.
We made it quite past that. Holy crap.
I wonder what that is. They run out of gas or topics?
And it's funny because I've seen it happen. There's people that I've coached or they've asked me, hey, what does it take to do a podcast? So what do I need to do? And I definitely can tell you that there's people that have done that and then asked me and that did 4 or 5 or maybe 7. And I never saw any other podcasts. And so I think here's what I think it is. I think people underestimate the amount of time it takes and the material. Your first 2 episodes, 3 episodes, you're like, I got plenty of ideas. We got this covered. This is all good. And then all of a sudden, I think you start doing it. And you're like, what am I going to talk about today?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I think that's part of what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
And just, it's not easy.
Yeah. And sometimes what I have noticed too is that sometimes people scramble to get a guest and then the quality of the guest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It goes like, oh man, instead of having a person that, maybe it's really passionate about something or an expert in a field. And I guess that contributes too.
And from me, we've talked about this and almost 99% of our guests are great. But in the beginning, there was some that, you're really having a hard time pulling information out of them.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it difficult
Yeah.
also. If you can't pull that information out, it gets very awkward. Very quick.
That's right.
Yeah.
The median lifespan, the median age of the podcast before it stops producing content is roughly about 6 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Once again, that's a really short period of time.
Yeah. And the frequency is important too,
Yes.
In the beginning, you don't know where should I come up with one every week. Oh,
we got somebody else
somebody's
calling in here.
Say Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, Bob's Pizza.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Extra anchovies. How you doing?
you want anchovies? I can get you anchovies, no problem. I think we have Wes Mucky here on the phone, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, and we have his art. Here
We have
studio,
your studio. I look around my shoulder here and I see this jug that's smiling at me.
Oh, is he there looking at you?
He looks at me every time. He's judging me constantly.
He is. Absolutely. He's keeping an eye on you.
That's right.
Congratulations on 300, Brad.
I appreciate it, man. We've been friends for oh my God, for a very long time. Oh. And it's great having you in here. We'll definitely have you back in here because I always love your support.
Fantastic.
And I love your feedback. Wes is one of those that on Instagram, he's always commenting about certain things. Like I know he's watching the show or listening to the show because he'll say things and I'm like, and then I'll comment back. I'm like, yeah, you're right, and or whatever. So he's an avid listener, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate your support and your friendship and all that. And thanks for calling in, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congratulations, and it's a real gift you have there. Keep it going.
I appreciate that, buddy, really so much. So we'll see you. Oh, I hung up on it. Well, you can't change that, can you? I'll call him back later and say, hey, sorry. You can tell this is live because, I hung up on the guy. I'll call him back later on today.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty funny. Now we're no longer friends, by the way. Just hung up on it. So we were going into the 6 month.
The frequency.
Yeah, the frequency. Now, what's funny is I wonder also, do you think, he's calling. He's calling back to say goodbye.
Oh, he's sweet.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I hung up on you.
Oh man, what's up with that? So we're friends.
I just said to Hugo, I said, well, we used to be friends. I just hung up on the guy.
I tell you, all those people better look out. You think you're a friend, and then that's it.
That is hilarious, dude. Of all people I hung up on, I would have called you back after the show. I'm telling you, I would have. But once again, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it. And we'll be talking
absolutely.
soon.
Yeah, I really enjoy your show and all your topics and your guests. So, yeah, keep it going.
All right, man. I appreciate it. All right. You hang up first.
All right. Take care. All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
There you go.
Oh, man. That's funny. So, yeah. So, talking about the frequency, I think a lot of people, one of the things I would do is for if somebody wanted some suggestion, don't take on once a week right away. Do once a month.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you don't want to stress yourself out, there's a big difference between 12 shows and 52 shows.
Yeah.
I mean, huge difference.
Yeah.
And we took that on. I think we did we did twice a month, maybe in the beginning.
I think that was the beginning.
Twice a month.
Yeah, twice a month. Yeah.
And then we finally just kind of jumped off and said, we need to do this once a week.
Yeah.
And I think the sooner you can get to once a week, the better. Because I think that consistency of guests and people coming back to see what you've got going on, I think that's important.
Also, something that I noticed was helpful, especially in the beginning, was the regulars. So if you find the topic, if you find a friend that you know is very knowledgeable, and you have things in common to talk about, just schedule that person for once a month or once every other month or something like that. That way you'll.
You mean like a Pete Heim kind of guy?
That's right. That's right.
No, you're right. Yeah. That's a good point because if you have an expert in a certain field, instead of constantly looking for somebody else, use that expert.
Yeah.
Use that person. We did that with Pete. We had Nate Tiedegan was on here a couple times. We have a couple people.
Yeah.
We had
mortgage people. In
the beginning we had on, and also even have some fun today. The hat's up here in the back.
Oh yeah.
She was here. I just saw her over the weekend actually. Stephanie Taramina. So yes, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Very good suggestion. So is there anything else you were surprised about on these stats?
No, it said just to read the main cause. It says the biggest reason why new podcasts fails is heavy production workflow. Creators often underestimate the hours required to edit and produce a show, and eventually the friction of the workload outlasts their initial enthusiasm.
Yeah, so true. And one of the things that you and I have gotten really good at is finding the simpler paths. Like, with the reels, I found Opus, and we found that with Restream, we found that to really help us and kind of leverage our time to make things a little easier.
Yeah.
It's interesting how it works, but you discover these things. In fact, I want to say right now, if anybody's looking to start a podcast, please reach out to me and to you, to both of us. If you need help, I would love to serve. I would love to say, hey, this is what we use. Here's how it works. Here's the programs we use, whatever. Obviously, you do the manual actual work of editing a video.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of tools out there for reels and shorts and the equipment that we have that makes everything really good.
Yeah.
So I would be more than happy to help people.
Man, and now, I was reading the other day that, you have a call there.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
The queen.
The queen is here. Yes. Hugo just called you the queen. Oh, it's actually the king.
The queen. You got the queen and the king.
That's right. Yep. So how you guys doing?
Good.
I got Hugo here. We're doing the 300th episode. We're in the middle of it right now. So you are on the show. And you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, was Brad always a friend of the microphone, guys, when he was a little guy?
Oh, are you kidding me? From the time he could talk, I swear.
4 years old, he was doing a puppet show.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. I was a ventriloquist, believe it or not, in my younger years. Yes. Yeah.
That's fun.
One of the best of 4, but it got better.
Yeah. Right. Well, so what are you guys up to right now?
Oh, we're just filling out.
Actually, I'm filling out a report, an action report for Mom for hitting the deer.
Oh, that's right. She hit a deer. My mom hit a deer.
Oh, right.
Accident report.
It's hard to get a statement from the deer, though.
Yeah, it is.
He said she's driving too fast and she should have saw me.
Yeah. She should have swerved.
Exactly.
She should have swerved.
She swerved. Should have been driving so fast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, so it's 300, huh?
300 episodes. This is the 300th one. You're on it. I think you were actually here for the 200th episode also, or 250 and 200 maybe. Yeah. One of them we celebrated here in the actual studio. Yeah. But this time, Hugo and I decided, you know what, we want to do more of like a conversation about what it took to get here, what it takes to get here. And if anybody's into doing a podcast, you know, that we could help them out. And also just talk about the guests and also be really grateful about the guests we've had on and who inspire us to do what we're doing. So, yeah, so that's about it.
Well, you've had some great guests on the past year, that's for sure.
Done well.
Yeah.
As far as that goes. Yeah. Wow.
Hugo,
talent.
We were just talking about that, how blessed we are to have some really good talent that's been on the show. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna keep going on with the show.
Okay.
Okay. We won't hold you up.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. Happy 300.
I appreciate it.
We love you.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Love you too.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Call him the Johnny Carson of Pennsylvania.
Johnny Carson. That's pretty funny. Yeah, and who are you? Ed McMahon, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Of Pennsylvania. Yeah. So that was cool. Mom and Dad called in, which is really fun. So let's go into some of the other stuff that we had on our kind of not of an agenda and something about our show that most people probably don't know. I always have a sheet of paper here, but it's bullets.
Yeah.
There's never
not a script.
There's no script. It's just bullets. And a lot of time I always give a copy of it to Hugo so he has an idea what's going on. A lot of times you guys know if you're constant listeners, you know Hugo chimes in. Hugo's always involved now in the beginning of the show. When we start the show, he's always we have a little bit of a talk back and forth. But there's no script. It's basically genuine curiosity of the guest. It might have some things on there that'll kind of give me a guideline in case I have a little bit of a mind fade. But rest of it just goes. It just goes. And I think that's the part that makes it really fun.
You know, it'll be cool, too, if you listeners out there or viewers could let us know, who would you like to see on the show?
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, because, you know, I remember last time you asked me that, and I said Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
But, you know, the listeners, maybe they'll suggest people that, you know, are either around or able to come.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. And you know, and that's a good suggestion because we would love to know, because there's a lot of those we could reach out to. I mean, Steve Harvey, obviously, what's funny, when you said that last year, whenever it was, that seemed to be like so far out of reach.
Yeah.
The more we do the show and the more talent we have on the show and the more we keep leveling up.
Yeah.
That gap gets closer and closer.
And your friend Ed Milet will be in Reading.
That's the guy I need.
See, there you
I know
go.
when I'm away that day, he's here in Reading.
Oh, really?
I'm so mad.
Man.
My parents are going. They're
Okay.
going. They're going to see Ed Milet and John Maxwell.
There's a
Jeff
lot of them.
Foxworthy just signed up. He's going to be there. There's a bunch of people.
Tim Tebow. I think
Yes, Tim Tebow's going to be there. Yes,
It's a bunch of people. I
Yes,
think
it's in Reading, September 12th. Yes, September 12th. So there you go. If you want to go see a bunch of really good motivational people, that is a great show. We give a little plug for no reason, right?
There you go.
This is what I'm talking
Send me
about.
the money.
It's not in our notes at all. It just happens. It just happens. So so let's talk more about like the improvements and stuff we've done. Look at we started with one camera, really one microphone, one camera, and I tell this story a couple times and how it's funny how when you push yourself to do something. I pushed myself to ask you to do one show full production. Remember that?
Yeah.
I said, let's just do one show. I want to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Okay. That is like going to see a puppy and saying, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the puppy.
Yeah.
When you go to look at puppies, you're taking a puppy home. Same thing. When you did that and I saw what was possible, I was like, I can't go back.
Yeah.
We got to make this happen.
Yeah.
And then you were like, okay, we can do this. This is what you're going to need. And then I started buying stuff. And
something that made a huge difference too is the walls, and the set design. I remember before it was just a gray wall.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I look at those pictures and I go, it was so generic and so like, it looked like a hospital room or something, you know? But it's funny. And when we came up with this, when I said to you, I'm going to do wood, you're like, that's a great idea. I think it's good. And then we did that. And then the shelves kind of just started coming in. And now, and if you watch, or if you're listening to our show, and you listen to on Spotify or, Amazon, wherever you listen to it, do yourself a favor, or do us a favor, and we'd like to have comments. Watch the actual show on video. I don't think people realize sometimes how good our show is video-wise. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying that you do a great job. But the visual of this show is really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think also what I love is that there's a testament to all of our guests. There's so many little trinkets in here of, like we just talked about Wes, the jug. And you brought that up. He's looking at me all the time. Bro Glow guys are in here. We got Goodfellas. We got the Real Estate and You Cup is still here. We got books from Sahil Mehta. We got books from Sam Dema. We got books from Matthew Harms, who was my ghostwriter. Rizzo. I mean, there's so much in here that tells the story.
Yeah. It's intentional design. So
it is.
So it has the aspect of just change the look and feel, but also the items that are on the shelf, tell the story. And it's a great conversation starter.
It's a great conversation starter. And we have the new radio. Well, old radio that's new.
New to the studio.
A customer of mine was selling a house. She didn't know what to do with this radio. And it's a 1942 Zenith radio. And I said, that would be a great addition to my studio, to the studio. And you're like, and I showed you a picture. I'm like, what do you think of this? And you go, let's try it.
It has character.
It does. It brings a little warmth in here. So, what else do you see on here that you want to talk about?
Man, memorable moments. Silver Justo one, Sam Dema, the Dad Nation. What's his name? You always
Mitchell Osmond.
Mitchell Osmond.
He's for me. There's. I mean, everybody has a place in my mind that has contributed to who I am today. That's been on the show. I think there's 300 people in my head that have contributed in a very positive way. That doesn't sound good. Oh, he needs medicine. But there's everybody has a story and everybody contributes something that you kind of take. Some of them a little bit more than others. It's the way it is. And, Sam, which was this year, was a really big influence on me as far as seeing a young man making a huge impact on young adults. And he just serves constantly. And was he not the best storyteller?
Yeah.
Seriously, he's just a great storyteller. And I don't even know if he realizes how good he is yet, which is cool.
Yeah.
The cool thing about that too is he's going to be coming to Berks County. We're working on getting him to a school here in Berks County. And it's been my goal to get him here because I think all young adults could get something from him speaking. Sylvie, like you said, but Mitchell Osmond has been a huge part of ever since he's been on, because I'm a dad, you're a dad, and his messages as a dad are just so unique and so good, and really, really has made an impact on me as a father. Hey guys, if you're looking to buy or sell a house in Berks County or beyond, let me know. This is Brad Weisman from the Brad Weisman Show. You probably know I'm also a realtor, but I wanted to remind you, if you have any questions or you need anything, please give me a call, 484-256-5836. Thanks.
You know something that I have not seen you do in the show that maybe you have and you didn't display it is to respectfully disagree with the guest.
That's a good point. And I don't think I have.
No? Okay.
I don't think I have. There might have been times where in my mind I might have thought that, but didn't voice it. And it's a good point. That's a very good point. And I think it's a very tough line to cross. But I think it can be done professionally.
Yeah.
And I think it can be done with respect.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not there yet. You know what I mean? And which is growth.
Yeah.
It's something I need to be able to grow on.
You got to bring a mortician in here too. Not with the body, just I don't know. Yeah,
not with the body.
So
well, that would be weird. They brought a body in. Could you imagine? I'm just going to put this on the table.
Yeah. I don't know something. There's so many. I have so many.
I love the mortician part.
Cool ideas. To, of guests to and current events is something that I always
You talk about that a lot.
Me, yeah.
You talk about that a lot. I think there's a point maybe with the show, if we get to a point where there's more than one show a week, we can dabble in some of the other stuff, dabble a little bit in current events, dabble a little bit in maybe giving up an opinion or giving an opinion on things.
Yeah.
In this world, so, we have to be careful. Unfortunately, people are not used to disagreeing anymore. They get real worked up and they feel that, that just because you disagree doesn't mean it doesn't mean I dislike you. It just means I don't agree with what you're saying, so it's tough.
And I think that the disagreement in conversations opens, if you're truly approaching the conversation honestly, it's the creates the environment for true discussion and discovery,
Agree.
Yeah, to flourish.
If you're honest.
If
you're
honest,
just being completely honest and there's no agenda attached to it.
Yeah.
If it's just a
if you're willing to change your mind right there on the spot, say, man, Brad, I never thought it that way.
Oh, yeah. And that hardly ever happens. But hardly ever happens. But that's a good point.
Yeah.
I know. And I don't. And I think what it is because most of the time right now, what you don't see is I'll see guests that I could have on that I don't really agree with in certain ways. So I don't have them on the show. Maybe later, this is what growth is all about and doing different things with a podcast. Maybe later on, or maybe as I grow in the next year, maybe I will start bringing those people on and saying, I get your point. I just don't agree with you.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting place, especially if you're in person. Streaming, it's easier to disagree with somebody. But when somebody's in the room and you're looking them eye to eye, it's tough to go there. But, it's something that's growth.
Yeah. Unless they know up front that you guys will disagree and they're just looking for a healthy conversation.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think that's something you'd have to agree with up front is to say, hey, look, we're going to have conversation. There's certain things I don't agree with, but I want to have this conversation because I think it's healthy. And I think the audience will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not to be, a shock jock or anything like that, but they would enjoy it. They would enjoy the show.
I think that if you guys who are listening or watching the show, if you have any questions about podcasting or whatnot, I think that you should leave them in the comments somewhere or write to us because we could answer them, one or two in the future, next 10 podcasts or
we could do those in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'd love to have comments we would cover in the beginning. I'd like if we start the show and I say, hey, Hugo, we just got a question from the last episode. And then we just talk about it a little bit and then get into the guest.
Yeah.
I think that can be done. And I think it would go really well. Let's talk a little bit more about the audience and what they would like to see. We talked a little bit about what they would like to see in the future. And, we've definitely pivoted. We went from all real estate to some real estate to hardly any real estate. And I think I get this question all the time. Why? You're a realtor. Why did you start getting away from real estate? And I think it's kind of like people have hobbies, okay? People go golf to get away from the office, okay? When I was coming here and talking about real estate every single time, it was like going to the golf course and not golfing and selling homes. So I know that that's what the golf course is for businesses also, for business, but I need a release. I need to feed my mind and my
your creative itch.
Yes.
And your social
I need other things to talk about besides real estate. I can talk about real estate all day, but it really has. It's funny if it would have just stayed real estate, I might not have kept going. Yeah. So listen to your little voices in your head.
That's true.
Yeah. Listen to that. I would say we talk about this. The whispers are important. And we're not talking about, people having problems with voices and stuff. I'm talking about the whispers in life are very, very important.
Intuition.
It's it. Your intuition. You listen to that. There's a reason for it. That little voice spoke up April 13th of 2020 when I bought the equipment for the first time. there was something in my head saying this is the right time.
Yeah.
This is the time to
How
do
much
this.
do you spend to start?
To start?
Yeah.
Less than 2,000, maybe 1,800 bucks, probably even less than that.
'Cause you started with
1,500
one
bucks.
mic.
One microphone, this mixer, which
thing,
was that was the most expensive part at the time.
And the what do you call this?
The stand.
The arms, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably maybe 1,200 bucks.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is like not even that much.
Yeah. And nowadays you can start with less.
You can. Oh my gosh. There's packages now online. It's not going to be the same quality of what we have right here, but there are packages online that you can get a full setup for like 400 bucks.
Yeah.
And the mics are okay, but here's the thing. You're going to know without spending the 2,000 or 1,500, you're going to know, okay, this is something I can do.
Yeah.
Instead of spending all the money and find out you can't do it or you don't want to do it.
That's righty.
So.
That's righty. Roadcaster Video is one piece of equipment now that it's if you're starting out with podcast, check out the Roadcaster Video.
Is that
feature.
what we have over there?
That's what we have there. Yeah. It lets you have the two inputs for your mics and do the switching at the same time. It has
great.
automatic switching and whatnot. But if you're starting out, you should check out that machine.
And this is the Rodecaster Pro mixer.
This is the dedicated audio mixer. It has a lot of function. It's not as nearly as robust as the other one, but the other one's more versatile. The Rodecaster Video is more versatile. This is a more dedicated device.
It is, and it's been great. I mean, this is literally 6 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, geez, knock on wood. Knock on wood, it's been pretty darn good. We've had a little quirks. You turn it back on again or something like that. It works fine. But it's been good stuff. So let's go into
what do we got?
What's in the future? Where do you see the show going?
I'm Mortician.
I love I'm just trying to figure out why you're into dead people. No, but I think that is actually a great guest. Because you know me, we would both be all over the curiosity of that.
Music, to be honest, music is something, I sometimes you meet people who are so into a craft. They're so passionate about expressing their emotions and making you feel something through either music or something else that it's inspiring to hear them and to meet them. Yeah. And I think that those people on the curiosity side too, like the Mortician is just one an example.
But musicians just like music.
Yeah, just music.
I wish we had that girl in here. I forget her name right now. That was incredible. Yeah. And I remember after that show, I said, I want to do more of this.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
It's hard to find starting out musicians. I mean, just so you know, we're saying it right now. Hugo and I would love to bring your acoustic in. If you're a young songwriter and you're really doing it, send your stuff to us. We'll listen to it. And if it seems like it's something that'd be great for the show, we'll put you on. I
think stories are also, there are some stories that are captivating. Like yesterday, I think we had a gentleman who survived and now an accident. Now he's using that as a platform to encourage people. So, I heard the story of a girl who met her husband had a son, and then her son got her daughter pregnant. It's a whole shebang. Whoa. It's like a Mexican telenovela, but those exist in real life, and I think that those are cool. If you're listening to this and you think you have a story worthy of telling, just come on and share it. Maybe they'll make a movie about it.
Yeah, we would love that. We would love that. Absolutely. And we had I forgot to say this yesterday when we were recording him, is John Walsh was the other guy that was in the accident. That's right. I thought of somebody else, but I didn't think of John, and it was almost the same kind of situation. We're in a coma for 3 months or whatever it was. I think the other guy yesterday was 3 weeks. But those stories of tragedy and then this comeback. It's just, those are the stories that are just unbelievable, and we love to showcase those. It's really fun. But you know what? I think we're going to wrap it up. What else did you want to talk about?
We're going to do it like a tamale and wrap it. And wrap it up.
Love your analogies. Oh, I know we need to talk about one more thing. I have to promote the book that's coming out in January.
Oh, your book.
I do have a book coming out in January. It is called The Human Advantage. We are wrapping up the editorial phase of it right now. We're wrapping up the design of the book cover and everything. We're going to start sharing those things. As soon as we get a little bit further along, we'll start sharing little bits and pieces of that on our socials. So definitely check that out. Comment on that when you see stuff. I'd love to have some feedback on that. But it should be out beginning of next year. I'm super excited for it to come out.
right.
And yeah, that's about it. Is there anything, do you have anything happening that you want to talk about?
No. I think it just, we touched on all the things that we wanted to talk about. So awesome. Yeah.
I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here for the show, doing all that you do. It is awesome. And I think we put on a hell of a good show.
That's righty.
All right,
That's
man.
right.
All right. That's about it. Thanks for being with us for 300 episodes. I can't believe it. Yeah, what a journey it's been for 300 episodes. And, you've been here with us for the whole thing, and we appreciate that. Keep coming back every Thursday at 7 p.m., commenting, going on our socials. Check out the fact that we are on YouTube, because there you can see us in person. That's about it. Anywhere you see or listen to podcasting, comment, and let us know what you think. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much. See you in about another 100 episodes. All right, bye-bye. Hi, this is Brad Weisman. Come back here every Thursday at 7 p.m. to watch The Brad Weisman Show. We have new guests every single week, and we love having you as an audience. All right, we'll see you soon.